Hey everybody, TruckerMike here, and I know for those of you who have been following me on my Facebook page that I told you that I'd be doing this, and finally I got the time to sit down and record a video. Now, a lot of you who know me know that I have been big into tech for years and years and years and years and years. I was a web developer, a cloud engineer, and somewhere along the line, I discovered that I was getting too old to to actually remember and learn the new stuff because tech is changing rapidly. Like it changes constantly, especially ever since COVID. And I found myself really struggling to keep up with new things. So I decided that it was time to make a change, and some other things came about that caused me to make that change, and I have gotten my CDL. I am now a truck driver. I'm currently employed by Schneider National, and this video is going to be about my experience with their inexperienced orientation program. Now, if you haven't got your CDL yet, this may not apply to you. Some of it will, but some of it won't, because I went to another school and I got my CDL through them, and then I went over to Schneider. So let's go through the whole process one step at a time, and I'm going to show you how Schneider does things, and I'm going to explain in detail what inexperienced orientation looks like. Now, for me, I went to the Indianapolis Operating Center. That's in Indianapolis, Indiana. There are other operating centers that do training. Green Bay, I think Evansville, Indiana also is, or Gary, Indiana, one of the two. They have training centers. There's training centers all over the country. So this is specific to the Indiana OC. First off, I want to talk about the trainers. They are absolutely phenomenal. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better training team. They're patient. They're very wise, and they know how to get you to understand things without necessarily just giving you the answers right away. But we'll go into that a little bit more. So let's just go through the process. Called a recruiter, field recruiter. They pointed me to another recruiter, driver recruiter. Went through the whole process of background check, driving record check, all that good stuff, and then eventually they offered me a position. It was a contingent offer. That contingent offer obviously is based on me, passing a physical, passing a drug test, passing whatever else they have me, they want me to take, which I did. So about a week before you are scheduled to arrive at the OC, you're going to get a packet with your travel information and your actual letter offer of employment. You'll also get information on the e-screen or the drug screen process and all that stuff. But you'll also get, like I said, your travel information. Now, you may be taking a bus, you may be flying, you may be driving your own personal vehicle, you may get a rental car. There's different options there for you. Whatever the option is, any costs associated with that travel are reimbursed. So that's always a good thing. So if you, for example, drove your personal vehicle, you would go and you'd fill up once before you left, and then when you got there, you fill up, submit those receipts, and you get reimbursed for them. If you're flying and you have to pay for an extra bag, submit the receipt, it's reimbursed. Me, I took a bus from my home in Iowa all the way to Indianapolis. The only cost that incurred for me was the taxi from the bus station to the hotel. Once again, $100. It was completely reimbursed. I just submitted my receipt. It was on my first check. Speaking of checks, you are paid for $80 a day for orientation, and you start a week in the hole. And by a week in the hole means you don't get paid until your second week. So that first week, if honestly, you really don't need a whole lot of money to go there. I did for some drinks, and as you guys know, as a lot of you know, I'm a smoker, so buying cigarettes and things like that. But they feed you. Oh my God, do they feed you? That cafe is absolutely amazing in Indianapolis. Breakfast at the hotel, lunch at the terminal at the OC, and then after we were done for the day, we could get our evening meal. So we got our evening meal, we'd take it home and eat it for dinner. So basically, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all three covered, one by the hotel, two by the operating center. Beautiful. Absolutely loved it. Okay, so let's go into the big stuff. You arrive on Monday. The bus is going to leave your hotel at approximately 5:45. I know different OCs have different times, but in Indianapolis, it's going to be 5:45. So you're going to get on the bus, and you're going to feel like you're in the military. I swear to God. It's a school bus. It's an orange-colored school bus. But it is quiet. It is dark. And you feel like you're in the military. I kid you not. But anyway, so you get to the OC. You're going to hang out until about 7 o'clock. Once you've gotten started, then there's things that you can do to pass the time. So anyway, 7 o'clock rolls around, you go to the classroom, or you get in a line by the classrooms, and they're going to put you in whichever classroom you belong to, whether it be CAT, which is their CDL apprenticeship program. That's getting your license through them, or inexperienced orientation, which is you already have your CDL. You go in the classroom and you're going to have a laptop in front of you. The first few days are mainly computer-based training, Monday especially. So you're going to do a lot of day one stuff. So you're going to do all the HR stuff. You're going to take your drug test. If you need a physical, you're going to take your physical. Anything else that needs to be done. If you're going on a dedicated run, a dedicated account like Dollar General or Family Dollar, you have to do an additional physical test to make sure that you can perform the job, because as most of you would know, working on a dedicated account like Dollar General or Family Dollar involves you physically unloading the truck. So they want to make sure that you have the strength to be able to do that. I don't know what that's like because I'm going OTR, so I didn't have to worry about that. One of the first things you'll do after that is you're going to take a test. This is called it's a 10-question test. It's a DOT test. You have 3 chances to take it, but it's based on FMCSRs. So you want to, make sure that you know your FMCSRs. Not all of them. Honestly, if you read through the question, the answer's there. You just have to know how to read the question and get to the answer. That's the first thing that we have to do. Then we start going into more computer-based training, more HR. You'll get your boots. If you don't come with footwear that is at least slip resistant, it can be slip and oil resistant, then you'll have to get boots. And they have a selection of boots, and it's deducted from your payroll. You'll sign a little payroll deduction form on your tablet. Speaking of your tablets, after you pass the 10-question test, you're going to get a tablet. And that tablet is going to look a little something like this. I'm not going to give a whole lot of details, but it is a Samsung Galaxy tablet. This is your lifeblood with Schneider. It is your ELD. It's how you get through your workflow. So you know what you're picking up, where you're going, what you're dropping off. Everything is done on this tablet. This tablet becomes your baby. Do not lose it, and always keep it charged. Speaking of charging, you're going to need to bring a USB-C charger. They don't provide one. They have chargers in there in the classroom that you can plug your tablet into, but when you start taking your tablet home, you've got to keep it charged yourself. So you need to bring a USB-C charger with you. I picked one up at Walmart for $10. It's done great. It's never been a problem. But yeah, this thing is your life in Schneider. So definitely do not lose it. Take care of it. Towards the end of the day on Monday, you are shown paper logs. you have to do a paper log because you don't have your ELD set up yet. So you can't track your hours digitally. You have to use the Schneider paper log. And I did mine. I goofed up on the first one, so they had me redo it. And it's just, it's just like, your regular log that you would normally do if you were a truck driver before the ELDs. That's it. That's Monday. It's pretty much that easy. It's just a bunch of computer-based training and HR paperwork. Day two. Day two is more computer-based training. They really stress you've got a lot of computer-based training that you've got to get done. In addition, when you first come in, they're going to show you how to TransFlow. So TransFlow is a scanning company or a company that scans in documents and it's automatically sent to Schneider, or it's actually filed with TransFlow. But so this is what it looks like. You're going to have a trip sheet. This trip sheet would normally have your driver number on it, how many pages, and then if you actually had a load, you'd put it here. And then what you do is you attach your morning or your log from the day before, and they'll show you how to scan it in and send it, and then you get a little receipt, staple them all together, and you need to hold on to this for at least 90 days. After 90 days, they can't ask you for it again. But if for some reason they're going through their records and they say, oh, hey, so-and-so, you did not submit a log for X and X day. Well, you go back into your records and say, hey, it's right here. It's right here. I'll show you. And then you'll just send it back to them again. Speaking of documents, I highly recommend getting something like this. This is I think this is a 13 or 14 pocket folder. And I have tabs in here for every month of the year, and this will come in handy later on when you're driving, when you're out on your own, and you start making deliveries. You're going to get paperwork, and Schneider will actually never see the physical paperwork, but you need to keep it for 90 days in case once again they say, oh, we didn't get this. Keep this. It'll keep things nice and organized for you. I think I picked that up at Walmart for like $15. Okay, moving on. Tuesday is also what is known as Demo Day. So Demo Day is they will go out. Oh, I should actually let me backtrack a little bit. On Monday, you're going to get this book too. Now, I'm not going to go through all the details of the book because this book is proprietary information from Schneider. So I'm going to show you the cover, and that's it. But this is it's a textbook. It's your textbook. It's your driver training book. There's a lot of things in there that you're going to need to know about trip planning, about workflow, about what else? They're driving the Schneider way, and I'll explain that a little bit more as well. It's also going to come with these nifty, if I can find them, I don't know what we did with them, pamphlets. And these pamphlets are essentially, well, what these pamphlets are actually, I think I know where they are. Hold on. Slide over here. Slide back. Nope, not in there. Here they are. Once again, I am not going to actually go into the contents of these because, once again, they are, proprietary Schneider information. And, I don't want to get in trouble for it. So you'll get a pamphlet on your pre-trip, en-route, TIV, and post-trip. If you don't know what a TIV is, it's stands for Trailer Integrity Verification. You're going to get this booklet. It's coupling. And you're going to get your in-cab air brake inspection test. Air brake test, how they want you to do it. So on Demo Day, they're going to do all these things for you. They're going to show you step by step how to do every single one of these things. Then you just got to study it. It's really that easy. Because on Wednesday, let me go back. So Thursday or Tuesday, we go back. You have more CBTs to do and more learning. And a lot of it is company policy type stuff. like sexual harassment, discrimination, payroll policies, all that kind of thing. You will also, on Tuesday, get and I was kind of excited to get this, but I'm going to show it off. You will get your fleet card, your fleet fuel card. This card allows you to get fuel at a Pilot or Flying J. They use Pilot Flying J for their for their fuel services. So you will go there. And I highly recommend also getting a rewards card, because if you don't get you get a rewards card every time you fuel up. I think it's probably 500 gallons or something like that. You get a free shower. And who doesn't want a free shower? Come on. Okay, anyway, moving on. So you'll continue to take all these things. You will also take a class on hazardous materials. Now, this is not a hazmat endorsement. This basically says that you have gone through Schneider's training and testing in order to carry a non-placardable amount of hazardous materials. And if I remember correctly off the top of my head, that's basically anything under 2,000 pounds of hazardous materials is a non-placardable amount. You can keep it on you can have it on your truck. So battery acid, all that kind of stuff that you might be carrying. If it has less than 2,000 pounds, you will you're gonna need this. So make sure you can't go on if you don't pass this. So make sure you pass this. Once again, it's fairly easy. The answers aren't in the book or aren't in the test, but the video that they show to go along with it is very, very, very self-explanatory. So after demo day, you go back to the hotel, relax. It's Wednesday. Wednesday is what we call evaluation day. Evaluation day is a day where you go out into the yard and you demonstrate that you can do a pre-trip, you can do a post-trip or TIB, and you can do coupling and uncoupling, and you can do the air brake test. Here's the thing. This evaluation is just that. It's an evaluation. You don't have to memorize all of this word for word. You have to know where the part is, what the part is, and what it does. And the nice thing is, you can take these with you. Okay? You can take these pamphlets out of the yard with you to do your evaluation. They don't want to see you absolutely do perfect on it, but what they want to see, at least in Indianapolis, okay, I can't speak for other OCs, but I imagine it's the same way. They just want to see that you've made improvement from day to day to day. They don't want to see perfection in day one. Nobody can attain perfection in day one. But they want to see that you can follow the procedures and that as you progress, you're getting better. That's what they want. So demo day, evaluation day is done. After you're done with evaluations, you will likely go back to the classroom and finish up any missing CBTs. After you go home, that's your day. Also, by this point, you will be bringing your ELDs home, and you will also be clocking in and out on them. So you only need that first day of paper logs. The rest of the time, you're going to be punching in and out on your ELDs. And they'll show you how to do all that. I'm not going to go into detail. So, Thursday comes. It's time to meet a new trainer. He's your road trainer, and he is going to be a very experienced individual. He's going to show you how to back. He's going to show you how to drive. Now, you already know how to drive a truck. You've got your CDL. You have to know how to drive a truck to get your CDL. Am I right? I'm right. Right. But they're going to show you the Schneider way of doing things. For example, if you're making a left-hand turn, you do not, and I repeat, do not take control of the intersection until you can actually make the turn. So you stay behind that threshold until you can make that turn, until you have a good 7 to 10 seconds of space between one car and the next. That's one thing. They teach you SMART, which is, I will go through the acronym, but they will explain it all. So it's scan far and wide, make my safe space, anticipate. R is remember you're the professional, and T stands for tell people what you're going to do. They will explain all that. I'm not going to go into details all that. But they have different acronyms to help you remember things. So you have SIRE, which is their core values. They have AIM for backing, and AIM and I can't remember what the second one is. AIM and drop for coupling and uncoupling. SMART for driving. There's a whole bunch of acronyms, and it makes things so much easier. Trust me. You're going to learn how to do the back. Now, if you are going OTR or regional, you will probably only have to do the 45-degree back. They will teach you the easiest way in the world to do the 45-degree back. I struggled at first, but as time progressed, I got better and better and better. They will also, if you are doing a dedicated account like Dollar General, Family Dollar, I can't think of any others right off the top of my head, anything that requires you to do touch rate, you're going to have to do some advanced backing. So that includes the 45-degree back as well as the 180-degree back. Some places, some positions, depending on where you're going, you may have to parallel park. It just all depends on where you're going and what you're doing. So that's Thursday. That's also Friday. Friday, you'll do both things. It's weekend time. You don't got to do nothing. You can kick back. But I highly recommend, if you buddy up with somebody who is driven in or has a rental car, take your vehicle to the OC to do laundry. I stayed at the Comfort Inn. Laundry was $1.75 to wash, $1.70 to drive. $1.75 to dry. I went to the OC, and it was free. That's right, free laundry. Find someone that's driving and go. Do not walk. Schneider has made it, the training staff at Indianapolis have made it clear they do not want you to walk to the OC from the hotel. That is a safety issue because of the fact that there's no sidewalks. It's all open road. So, yeah. Okay, so Monday, or I should say Friday night before we left, my instructor said, make sure you study chapter 2 of your training book because we're going to start going over workflow. And they absolutely did. I read through it, went through workflow. We come in Monday morning and we're going to get this. This is your pumpkin pad. So your pumpkin pad is a quick reference for whatever your assignment is. So rather than going back to your tablet every single time you need to look up an address, a trailer number, the number of miles, a pickup number, you can have it all written down here. So they get you your pumpkin pad, and you're also going to get this thing right here, which is a pamphlet, which is a booklet called The Day in the Life of a Schneider Driver. And all it is it helps you to learn workflow. You get sample. What's going to happen is you're going to have some what they call dummy tablets. And those dummy tablets are going to have assignments on them for you. And you're going to go through and you're going to plan out the assignment. Then once you planned out the assignment, you're going to go in the dummy tablet. You're going to go through every single step. Departed this location, arrived at this location, picked up this trailer, left this location, arrived at this location, dropped the empty, picked up this loaded trailer, matched the seal numbers, matched the bill of lading number, all of that stuff. Drove to this location, dropped that trailer, and then turned in your documents. You're going to go through that step by step by step. It's also going to show you how to figure out your ETA and also show you how to adjust what we call your NAT now. So your NAT now is next available time, and your now is next available location. So basically that says when I'm going to be ready for my next load. So you'll learn how to adjust all that, how to fix all that, adjust it based on different things, and get your fuel solution, go fuel up, all that kind of stuff. You're going to do that through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Part of Wednesday. Wednesday is, once again, evaluation day. You're going to go out with your road trainer. You're going to go out on the road. You're going to go out on the highway. You're going to make right turns, left turns, button hook turns. You're going to do some backing. He's going to evaluate you to make sure that you are proficient before you move on. That's on Wednesday. Thursday, assuming you did well on your evaluations, you'll get this: a certification of road test. Has my name on it, has my trainer's name on it, says that what kind of power unit, so it's a sleeper, van, trailer, and all that good stuff. So Thursday has come. You've passed all that stuff. Thursday is what we call Slow Maneuvers Day, or as it has been affectionately named, Schneider City. Out on the lot, there is a section that has a bunch of trailers in different configurations used for backing, and there's also some cones and some barricades up used for turning practice and stuff like that. That is your day to practice. Literally, you go in. You are broken up into usually 4 people per truck. There's no trainer in the truck at this point. The trainer's just out on the yard watching everybody. And you get to practice that. If you think you need to work more on backing, go back up a trailer somewhere, back into one of the holes. If you need to work on your button hook turns, there's a spot. Make that button hook turn a couple of times. That is your day to get through everything that you think you need to get through. And just practice. Obviously, we're going to do it safely. You're not just going to fly around the yard. There's a speed limit, 10 miles an hour in the yard. When you're in the training area, I think it's 5. So keep it around 5 miles an hour. You'll be fine. Friday, graduation, the big day. You sit in the classroom. You get to meet a couple of people from the training center. The training center manager, the driver services manager, and I'm not sure who the safety manager. And then there's one other person. I can't remember who it is. I don't remember her exact title, but I know she worked in the office. And they give you some speeches about being a truck driver, about being safe, about anything that you need from driver services. They are at your disposal, all that kind of stuff. And then you get your TE assignment. This is the day that everybody's been waiting for. You go out with your training engineer for about a week. And this is the phase that I'm at now. I'm actually here at the hotel in Troy, Illinois. Tomorrow morning, I'm heading out to the Edwardsville, Illinois operating center in order to meet my TE. We're going to go out on the road for about a week. I was told by him, he called me on Friday night, and said, be ready to go by XX time because we have to be in Akron, Ohio by Tuesday. So we're leaving from here Monday, Akron, Ohio by Tuesday for my first load. I can't wait. But you also get this certificate of training. Yes, the name is spelled wrong on the certificate because that's the way it's spelled on my birth certificate and my driver's license. So I still need to get that changed. But anyway. So yeah, that's Schneider, dude. That's training. That's inexperienced driver training. Oh, I wanted to go back to the trainers for a minute. The trainers there are just they're great. They're so knowledgeable, especially my road trainer. He was just absolutely amazing. The nice thing about the trainers there is they don't just give you the answers. Okay, so you're in CDL school, and for the very first few times, your instructor's like, okay, go left, straighten out, hard right, hard left, hard right, straighten out, straight line back, whatever. Okay, my instructors weren't like that at CDL school, but that's another story. My instructors at CDL school were absolutely equally as amazing. But the nice thing is about these guys is they don't give you those answers. You have to figure them out. Now, they will push you in the right direction. They will give you words of advice. They'll say, okay, so look at your trailer. Look at where the tandems are. Look at where the bumper is, okay? Which way is it headed? Okay, it's headed that way. Good. Now, look at your look at your tractor. Look at the bend in your tractor to your trailer. So look at the angle. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think you need to do? And then you say something like, keep it. I need to get back under it, and while I get back under it, the trailer's going to rotate around. Good. Go do it. Absolutely. Or, well, if you do that, your trailer will come around, but by the time you get in front of it, you're already going to be about ready to hit this trailer on the side. So what do you got to do? I'm going to back up. I'm going to try to get under it. I'm going to watch, and then I'm going to pull up straight to try to get the bend out. Bravo! Go do it. That's them. That's how they help you. They give you the tools that you need to figure it out on your own, because backing is not an exact science. It's never the exact same thing. And there are days that you can hit every single hole you come to and days that you can't touch one to save your life. That's backing in a nutshell. But anyway, going forward, I do plan on making more videos like this. I will not, and I cannot, but I will not, at this point in time, make videos while I'm driving. Number one, I don't have the equipment to do it. I don't have the cool little helmet camera or headband camera. I need to get one, though, the GoPros that have the headband, but never mind. Because that's distracted. They consider that distracted driving, so I'm not going to do it. Okay? I'll give you some clips from the road, assuming I can get my phone situated to where it can record without anything blocking it. And I'll talk about the drive when I get back, or when I get to where I'm going. So I'll say something like, okay, so here, this was my trip to such and such. Then you're going to see a clip of it running and then me explaining it or talking about it or whatever I need to talk about while the clip is running. So basically an editing type situation. So I won't be doing any videos where I am live interacting with the camera while I'm driving. Just not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. So yeah. My initial goal is to try to get 1 to 2 videos out per week. I can't promise that because I'm still new to this. I still want to keep my focus on what I'm doing, and also try to figure out my living schedule. So how I'm going to live on the road. Am I going to, have to park at, be parked by a certain time? Obviously I am, because of my 10-hour required 10-hour break, and I can only drive for 11 hours. But like, say for example, do I need to get pulled in at 3 to 5 p.m. before the truck stops filling up, or am I not going to make it, so I'm going to have to go hit a rest area? I'll try to do some recording while I'm on my break, and maybe in the morning. As long as I'm not driving, I will try to do some live recording shots. But while I'm driving, no, not happening. Sorry. Yes, depending on the situation, you may, because obviously my camera is going to record audio while I'm driving. I can't control that, but I'm not going to be talking to the camera. I might be yelling at traffic. No, I won't be yelling at traffic, but if I get into a tough situation, you're going to see me how I handle it, basically. Little things like that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was informative. If it wasn't, let me know. If it was, let me know. Like, subscribe, and look out for more of these. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.